Bonjour, you're watching Women's Wrestling Weekly, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet. My name is Trinidad, aka the Canadian Assassin, and I am not alone. I have my very special co-host. She hails from the valley. She is a farmer's daughter. Please welcome Emily Mae.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
Good. So Brian is not here. He is doing some amazing things. He is very busy. I don't know how he has the energy.
Busy.
But it is what it is. We keep with the show. So we are going to do start of the week. We are going to do news, but you guys don't watch for all that stuff. You guys watch about the guests. And this guest is no exception. She's a former NXT superstar. She has a black belt in judo. Latinas do it better. Please welcome Taynara Conti.
Hello, thank you guys for having me. So excited.
Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it. And also shout out to MJ for putting this together because it's just kind of like, can you make it work? So shout out to her for putting us together. I really appreciate it. So kind of let's get into it. I saw a few interviews. You've been doing a couple of interviews. I saw a few interviews. When you got signed to WWE or when they brought you in for trials, you said you had no idea of like what wrestling was about whatsoever. What was the first thing that happened or the first thought that came into your head when you started training there?
Well, I don't know. It's just like, as I said before, everything felt like judo for me. Mm-hmm. I was not able to realize that I was not doing judo anymore, like before my first match. After my first match, I was like, whoa, okay, it's all different. It's completely different from judo. Mm-hmm. You know, like I think I fell in love with wrestling after I realized it's much more than just a fight, because that's what was about for me, right? Being a fight, competition and everything. And in wrestling now, like you need to put a gimmick together, you need to act, you need to connect with people, you need to think about everything else outside. So that was like everything crazy, and I think I just realized that after my first match.
Emily?
Yeah, so after your first, how was your first match and how did you feel about it? And, you know, did anyone give you advice when you started that kind of helped you train?
So my very first match was like in a PC Live, closed doors just for us, right? And I had Sarah Logan. That was amazing. I felt so comfortable, but still, like, I didn't feel depression because that was just the people that I trained with, people that I was seeing every day. So there was not too much pressure. And Sarah was like, I will help you with everything. And she did. So felt amazing. And I had my first match outside of PC against Sonya Deville. And it was in a WrestleMania Access. Oh my God, there was like so many people and I was so nervous, had no idea what I was doing. So I was like, wow, what am I doing here? Like, I don't know. And that was a mess. I never watched the match back because that was not like a good match at all. So sorry, Sonia. But yeah, but like after, like I think I was like, yeah, now I think I'm starting to realize what it's all about. But the coaches and everyone, they're like, no, you're fine. You did a good job. It was your first time. So keep going. Yeah, but I was excited.
So go on, Emily.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, what was there any matches that you watched as you were preparing to kind of do your research?
Not really.
Yeah.
Being honest, not really. I was just so excited and like worrying about my body and my gear and my hair, all the looks. Because I was like, in judo, I never like put myself together. I barely like brushed my hair, like no makeup, all sweaty, and I didn't care. So I think I was like, oh no, I get it. I know how to fight. I need to worry about my look. And that was just something crazy that I thought back then. And I didn't know any wrestling. And I didn't know even like how to look at it. Cause I had no idea. So no, I didn't look at any matches before. Oh my God, I'm ashamed.
I mean, you learned so much. We're here now. I remember when I was covering the Mae Young Classic and you were introduced to us in the world. And there was just something that stood out about you that I'm like, I really hope that we're going to see more of you, beyond the Mae Young Classic. And we did. Now, you did mention in previous interviews that you did pitch a lot of different storylines, just to kind of get your name out there and, get those matches. Is there one storyline in particular that you wish that they would have, like, man, that was a really great storyline if they just put the time into it?
Well, I did a bunch. I feel like the one that I pitched with Undisputed Era should be really good for me and like different for the group. I think like that would be like a breakout for me. And then I pitched some after that, and gimmicks too. But like, since I'm gonna try to use the ideas that I had before, I don't want to really to say it because I want to see if it's gonna work for me. Because now that I'm free and released, I feel like I'm gonna try and see what's gonna work best for me. It's not that I don't like what I'm doing today, but I think I can do more. Even like, if I can change a little bit. But I'm still thinking which one I'm gonna like try to use for now. Because I had so many cool ideas and I don't wanna like rush everything and put everything together and nothing makes sense.
Right.
So kind of fun to think a little bit more.
Okay. So after the initial shock, you get the call and they say you're no longer with the company, and we've all been there as far as jobs and stuff like that. After that initial shock, did anybody give you any advice from the wrestling community?
Oh my gosh, yes. So Nikki Cross, she's one of my best friends. So she's always with me. Like since day one, she was helping me with everything. I always call her for advice and everything. But someone that I need to say like a big thank you, it's Chelsea Green. So after the couple, like the first day, she texted me and I was like so upset and nervous about everything. I was like, what am I gonna do now? And she was like, hey girl, you need to do a couple things. I'm gonna help you out. Do a big cartel page, do a pro wrestling tea store. And then she was helping me like with everything because I had no idea. I never did something like that before, so I had no clue. And when I was in NXT, I didn't worry like to do stuff like that, right? She was like helping me with everything. And I don't know like much promotions outside. So everyone that hits me up, send me an email or whatever, and I don't know, I asked her and was like, hey Chelsea, can you help me with this? Is this a good idea? I don't know. So big thank you because she has been like amazing with me.
Yeah, she's been on the show a couple of times. She's an absolutely amazing human being. Emily?
Yeah. So as you're transitioning kind of as a free agent, what are your looking ahead? What are your plans to kind of get back in the ring or try something new, perhaps?
Oh yeah. Well, of course I'll be in the business. I'm so excited like for everything. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of nervous because it's so new. And thank God I have like a couple people help me, like MJ. We are so close right now. We are training together. We got back to the ring to train yesterday. So I'm so excited. But like besides wrestling, because we cannot do much right now because of the pandemic, unfortunately. I'm back to studying because I was not studying for a long time. And I'm doing digital marketing.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, I really liked it. So excited. So excited. And now,
Audio and video or just audio?
One second, you guys. Yeah, it looks like we lost her.
Well, we're working on the technical side. Let's talk a little bit about the news.
Yeah, so there's some news coming in. Stephanie McMahon tweeted about this. Oh, it looks like she's reconnecting.
Before you gave out all the goods.
I know, before all the details.
Timing is everything.
I know, right?
Hello?
Oh, there you go.
Hey, there you
My
are.
bad.
No, you're good.
Know, I think it's my connection. No, it's live, so sorry, guys.
No,
that's
hey,
okay.
we've had babies on the show. We've had all types of things.
We've had pets come on, dogs, like it's all good.
We're all good. So you said that you're planning, like you're still going to be wrestling. You and MJ started training yesterday. So what's the kind of game plan of that?
So I have a couple like offers like to be back in the ring. So I'm trying to think about it as to the best option. As I said before, I don't know much about the promotions and everything. So I'm still looking at it, and I'm gonna wait a little bit more since I'm still with like the non-compete contract with WWE. I can't do much anyways. So, but besides wrestling, I have like, I'm planning a thing. I will be talking about it really soon, but since
I thought you could give us an exclusive.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard because I'm honest, like I don't have I don't know what I'm doing yet in the wrestling business. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know like what I'm gonna do now because I need help. I'm waiting for my friends to help me because they are helping me a lot. Believe me.
Yeah. The good news is thanks to social media and thanks to just women's wrestling in general. Like I keep saying every show, we're at 100 and something episodes, and we've only had a couple guests repeat. So there's so many women wrestlers out there, and there's also so many promotions that like you're not gonna, especially with Chelsea too. She's been in the game for a long time. So
you're gonna have so many places to go.
If you want to work, there's work out there for sure. Yeah. Let's talk about your judo. Are you any plans on going back to that? Because I mean, it wasn't like you were just at the judo gym just chilling. Like you were doing major competitions and Olympics.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Well, I thought about it, but I don't know. I kind of feel like I belong to wrestling now. Like I want to be in the business for now. I may start do some competitions in jiu-jitsu a little bit, but like I don't want to go back to judo right now. It's gonna take a long time if I want to go back because I need to train again. I haven't been like training for competition for like more than almost 4 years now. So I don't feel like I'm coming back for judo, but maybe competitions in jiu-jitsu, and I'm planning a self-defense class for women. So I'm
nice.
so excited.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Now
so excited.
Now with jiu-jitsu, because you have Ronda Rousey coming from that type of background as well. Did you guys have any chance to make that connection, or just you guys were two separate worlds?
Well, I met her in Brazil before WWE.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she came to my gym in Brazil, in Rio, and I had a chance to talk with her a little bit. I was teaching her how to samba, like dance, a dance from Brazil. Yeah, that was cool.
That's
and
amazing.
it's so funny because like as a judo, I was always looking up to her. I was like, I want to be like her, like she was kind of an inspiration. And then when I came to WWE and she got signed, I was like, oh my God, now I work in the same company as her. So we got the chance to see each other, and we were talking again. That was amazing. Like she's super cool. Her husband is super cool. They're really nice. Like every time we saw each other, she was like completely good with me. So nothing bad to say about her. She's amazing and an inspiration.
That's so amazing. So thinking of like your inspiration and kind of the matches that you had at WWE, is there someone that was your favorite opponent, or someone that you didn't necessarily get to have a match with that is like your dream opponent?
Okay. it's a hard one because I really like to work with a lot of the girls, but I feel like two people that I learned a lot from and I felt so comfortable, Dakota Kai and Candace.
Nice.
Yeah, like every time I was in the ring with them was like the feeling after the match was, oh my God, I did it. I feel like I belong here. They, like they made you feel good. They help you. They teach you. They're amazing. And the most important thing, I feel like they're open to listen what you need to say, like, because couple people, sometimes when you are that, you just want to say it and the other people need to listen and do it. Sometimes that's how it works. Like with them, I felt free to ask and to give my ideas, and they were able to help me. And sometimes say, hey, Tay, maybe it doesn't make sense here. We can change. Let's talk about psychology and everything. So I learned a lot from them.
That's incredible. That's so important.
Yeah. And someone that I never wrestled, I don't know. I think I wrestled almost everybody there. Oh, okay, Asuka.
Oh, okay. Asuka, yes.
Oh, yes.
And then what about from the other rosters from like SmackDown and Raw? Is there anybody that you saw that you're like, okay, one day when the stars align, this will be an amazing match?
Someone that I really liked, I don't know, but I feel like we could have like a really fun match. It's Alexa. I feel like, yeah, because of the face expressions and the attitude, maybe I feel like it would be fun.
So now, are there any promotions that you're kind of looking at? I mean, obviously we're in this pandemic, so there's not too much that's happening. Are there any promotions that you're looking at now that you're like, I can see myself with these, ladies and gentlemen there, these wrestlers?
I'm gonna lie if I say I'm not looking at it, because I am. But like, I don't have a special one that I really want to go or something like that, because since I never wrestle outside WWE, everything is gonna be great, I feel like everything's gonna be a dream. But like the special one that I really want to go, it's a promotion in Japan, Stardom. I don't know. I really want to go to Japan. Yeah, I really see myself there, like learning from the Japanese and from everyone else. But I have a passion for, like, because of judo, of course, to Japan. That's like I gotta go. I need to go.
Yeah,
it's like a double.
I could totally see you. That's a perfect fit for you.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait. Like, I talked with a couple people. Some friends told me they would help me to go there because I don't know anyone like from there. But let's see. I'm excited.
Yeah, everybody I have spoken to or been on the show, they talk about Japan like with such high regard. Like the experience is absolutely crazy. So I think it would be there's a lot of world for you to go and wrestle. So that's a good thing in the era that we're in after COVID.
Yeah, for sure. I hope it doesn't take too long because I'm getting crazy at home.
Well, at least you guys are training, so that's good. You have that training.
Yeah, we started training yesterday, so just move a little bit, and feel my body again. That was good.
Now, if you were to put like a Mount Rushmore or like your top 5 female wrestlers, as far as like these are your greats, who would they be?
Okay. So since I'm not like really from wrestling before, that was not my background, I don't want to say like someone from the past because I'll be lying. I feel like someone that is such an inspiration for me is Sarah Maros. She was my coach, and I feel she's one of the people that helped me a lot. Like, to be in the business, to love the business, to learn, to see like, oh, wrestling is like that. You need to, So I feel I have no words for her, to be honest. She's amazing. So glad and so grateful, like, to be able to work with her before, like, learned so much from her. Meiko Satomura.
Okay.
Yeah, I had the pleasure to learn from her in PC a little bit too, and she's my dream match.
Okay.
Like, she's amazing. Who else? Let's see. I will say like AJ Lee.
Okay.
Because the first time I started to look at wrestling, and I was like, oh, how does he, like, what is it? She was the first one to pop up, and I was like, oh, I like her. So I will never forget, like, you know, this moment. And I feel like that's it pretty much. And I will put myself there.
The first, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it.
Okay. Emily?
All right. I think yeah, I think I'm good with my questions. I love that. I loved your Mount Rushmore. That's great.
so now you have a couple of promotions that you're looking at, but you're not going to tell us. You're doing your digital marketing, and you have another thing that's coming that you're not going to give us the exclusive for, but that's okay.
But we're excited to wait to see what it is.
We're excited nonetheless. Is there like, what do you hope for your career in the next like 5 years? So we know that you're going to continue with wrestling, but what's like the game plan if you could make it all work?
Well, I feel I'm kind of new, you know. I had a great experience. I'm in the business for 3.5 years now, but I still need to learn a lot, and that's what I'm all about right now. I need to learn. I want to live there. Like, I want to go have big matches, like do different types of matches, all the type of matches, like being the ring longer, wrestling with everyone, because I never had a match like a 30 minutes match, you know, like I never had this type of experience. I always want to use chairs and do like all the craziest matches, and I want to do. It's something that I need to, you know, I need to do. I need to feel it. I need to like, I don't know. I just want to learn from everybody, meet new people, travel the world, just like I did in judo before.
Yeah.
I need to have the type of challenge. I need to feel nervous. I need to be excited how I am right now, because I can't wait to go back into the ring and, you know, wrestle everyone. And I feel like my main thing now is I really want to learn more about wrestling, and of course win some titles because I need them, you know.
Get some gold.
Right, get some gold, just like in judo. So yeah, I will always compare with my life in judo. It's kind of crazy, but that was my life since I was 7 years old, so that's all I know pretty much.
Oh
yeah, that's amazing. I mean, it's so ingrained in who you are, and I love that you bring that to the wrestling ring. You bring that energy and that background and athleticism to what you do. It's incredible. I wanted to kind of get your take on how you feel the wrestling industry is going to change based on what we're going through right now with like these empty arena matches, and how it's affecting fans, and how you see you can see yourself in it and kind of helping change that wrestling industry.
Well, I didn't have a chance to wrestle in an empty arena before. So I was supposed to wrestle in NXT a couple of weeks before I got released, but well, it didn't happen. So I don't really know how it feels, but by watching the main roster like Raw, NXT, SmackDown, I see like a couple people shining and like, you know, like doing a great job with it. And I feel like AEW is doing a great job putting like all the roster outside as a crowd. Like, it's a good way to put everyone over. And I feel like that was really smart and really good. It's entertaining to watch, you know, since we are like really missing the fans, because I don't know how it feels, because when you're in the ring, you need the fans to react, to know the right time to do everything. So it's so important that I never imagined to do a match without the fans. And now, because of the pandemic, everyone needs to do it. And I wish I know how it feels, you know? I really wish I know, but like I feel everyone's doing great. It's been like crazy time in the world right now, but they're figuring out everything. And yeah, I hope, I don't know, I don't hope I can do, because I really hope like everything's over soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gets back to normal. Yeah.
Yeah, and we have the fans back in the arenas like before, because it's crazy to see like a match without the fans, you know, like at first was scary, and I was like, oh my god, it doesn't make sense, it don't seems right. But yeah, everyone's trying to do the best to entertain, like on television or streaming or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's crazy.
So you came from Brazil to the US. And I came from another country to the US, and you know there's some adjustments. But what was like, is there certain things that you just looked around and you're like, what are they doing? Like, is it just something like different lifestyles that you just always, it's one of those things in your head, just like, okay, I'm in America now. This is strange, but okay, I'll go with it.
Pretty much everything. It's crazy. Well, first thing is like in Brazil, we are always used to see a lot of people on the street. You know, like it's a lot of people outside. We always walking. We have like I don't know, like bus in the streets every time, and we don't have it here. I never drove before because I didn't like it, and here I have no option. You know, it's kind of weird. I'm like, oh my god, I go outside, I don't see people. Everyone's inside the car. It's so weird. It feels so weird for me, like so weird. I look around, I'm like, okay, I need to go to supermarket to see people because I'm getting crazy. Yeah, like wow, it's still like sometimes I'm with my husband and I'm like, I just need to walk. Let's go in the street to walk. I need to take a walk. And we just see people when we go like to parks that people are doing exercise, you know, but like not normally.
Right.
I get kind of frustrated and crazy. I'm like, oh my god, I need to see people. I need to see people. Wow.
You wouldn't like LA then, because
LA is so spread out. You drive everywhere.
So
yeah, probably no. No.
So let's talk a little bit about your promos. So, you know, you came from another country, you weren't speaking English. Your English is like, because you mentioned, so Ty mentioned before the interview that, you know, there might be some stuff that she's not understanding, but you seem like you're doing fine and everything's good to go. So I think we're on the same page.
Yeah.
But as far as promos, like, what do you think that you need to improve, or what's kind of like in the classes that you took, like that one thing that stuck in your head for your future promos that you want to use?
So, unfortunately, I never had a chance to show my promos on TV or anything like that. But my feedback since my tryout. So in my tryout, I used like a judogi, my gold medal, and I was just talking about myself because I had no clue what promo means.
Right.
You know, I was just trying to be myself. They just told me, talk about yourself. I'm like, okay, I'm going to put a black belt and I'm going to talk about, you know, my life.
Right.
And I got so emotional because I was talking about like the tryouts for the Olympic Games and how that was my dream and I didn't make it. So I started crying, and after that I was like, I can't cry. So I was trying to make like people laughing after that. So I feel I did a good job like of mixing all my emotions and show them that I can do it, right? Even I had no idea what I was doing, but I just did. And then like all my feedbacks was really good in promos. That's why I don't get it. They never like let me do a promo on TV because all the feedback was good. And that's my frustration because like they were like, no, your promos are great. Like your expressions are great. Your English, like, we can understand now. And like, it's great. It's all good. You're going to be a big star and blah, 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 blah. And I never had a chance to show, so I'm preparing a couple of promos that I'm going to be putting on my social media so people can see it. Yeah, I have some cool package coming.
Yes, that's the way to do it. You got to put your own stuff out there.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, I'm not gonna wait. I'm just doing it, and I'm gonna post, because now, since I'm not with WWE anymore, I can do it. Like, let's do it. So I'm excited.
So we're gonna get into rapid hot tags. So that means I'm gonna ask you a question. You say the first thing that comes to your mind.
I'm nervous.
You'll be...
It's all fun.
All right. So here we go. Always early or always late?
Me.
Are you always earlier or are you always late?
I'm always, well, it depends. In Brazil, always late.
Okay.
Here, always early. Okay. That's something that I learned from Americans.
Okay. What is the one thing that you love about yourself?
My abs.
Wait, did you say eyes?
Wait, no, abs? Abs. I mean, those Instagram photos of you, like, it's, yeah.
And then you said something totally different. Okay. Your dream dinner guest.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Your dream dinner guest. So anybody in the world, dead or alive, who would you have dinner with?
My husband's gonna kill me, but Maluma.
Maluma. So who's that?
It's a singer.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully your husband doesn't see this interview. And last show you binge watched.
A what?
Last show you binge watched. Like,
oh God, I don't watch TV.
You don't watch TV? Okay. All right. We'll take that.
Okay,
yeah.
If you can listen to one album for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Maluma.
Oh, there's the commitment.
doubling up.
And now, last question. One last meal before it's you go off into the heavens. What meal would it be?
Churrasco. It's like a Brazilian barbecue.
Okay. Okay. You were ready for that one.
I know. You were like, barbecue. Are you hungry now?
That's my favorite. You guys need to try picanha.
Okay. We have some Brazilian restaurants here, so I think you can definitely...
Yeah. We can track down some Brazilian restaurants in LA.
I like it.
Try coxinha too. Oh my God. Let's don't start talking about food. I'll be here the whole day.
We need now you need a cooking show. You need a Brazilian cooking show.
Oh my God, can you imagine? No, I will eat everything before.
That's fine, as long as you work it out.
It don't work for me. I don't, well, let's try it. It's a good idea.
Yeah, see, just add it to the YouTube page. So before we get out of here, we have some news to talk about.
Yeah, so Stephanie McMahon tweeted out yesterday morning. She tweeted, "Kicking Down Doors is the first book to tell the story of WWE's women's evolution. I'm so excited for the next generation of the WWE universe to read these stories and be inspired by the incredible superstars, past and present." And so it's this really gorgeous cover with it's so vibrant. It's such a vibrant color. She posted the link to the publisher. And it's just all about the women from the beginning, inside, outside of the ring, that made this wrestling industry what it is today and where they're going. And so I'm excited. I'm going to order it. It talks about WrestleMania 1 to, Mae Young Classics, that spans the spectrum of the events that kind of surrounded the women's evolution. So I'm excited to kind of pick it up and see what it's all about. And I know it's going to be it's a continuous effort to get more women in the ring and behind the scenes in the wrestling industry. So we're going to continue to work at it. So I know that it will continue to grow.
Nice. Yeah, I think in the ring is definitely coming along. There's so many, they're just signing so many people, not just WWE, but wrestling promotions in general. So that's a really good thing. Did you get a chance to read that Bella's book yet?
So I am going to borrow it from my because I covered the Total Bellas panel after show here at AfterBuzz, and so we are going to cover it at some point. But so I'm getting it from my fellow panelists, and we've been slightly talking about it a little bit, but there's a lot of juicy details about past relationships and growing up. So it's going to be interesting to see what they're all talking about.
All right, nice. And last but not least, you have a little bit of sad news for us.
Yeah, unfortunately, everyone saw the news on Twitter and all over the social media platforms. We heard Sunday, I think it was Sunday afternoon, right, TK? That Shad went missing off the coast of Venice Beach with his family. The lifeguards saved his son, but unfortunately, early this morning they found his body, unfortunately. So the whole all of WWE and also AEW, NWA, everyone across the wrestling industry, as well as just even non-wrestling people, have been sharing their memories and just how much he was such a wonderful person, how even his short time in WWE, he was such a nice guy. He really just was such a hard worker. And so there's so much outpouring of love and support for him and his family right now. So and TK, you had a special story, because I know you were telling me a little bit before that you met him and you kind of interacted with him a lot before. So
it's one of those things. He's also going to be our star of the week. It's you have a lot of people, and I think you're really doing it right, Ty. By when you leave WWE, you're leaving this big platform, but you also have these opportunities, and some people use it, and then some people squander it. And with him, like the fact that I saw him at SmackDown like 2 years ago. So WWE still beloved him. He was still able to go into the service kitchen and do all that stuff. So and he was into acting. He did so many things after his departure from WWE.
He was developing scripts for movies and TV shows, and he was boxing and doing other like athletic bodybuilding kind of stuff, and he was bigger than WWE. He was bigger. He was so much more because his heart was so big, and his heart was in everything that he did. And it showed. And the community, like, I'm getting chills, because the community and outpouring of love for him just shows that he touched everyone that he was with. Even fans have been sharing, like a lot of my friends, met him or worked with him or trained with him, and they've been sharing kind of what they like on a personal level, what their interactions with him were. And it's just really beautiful to see that like your legacy lives on.
I mean, you could definitely see that outpouring, like, on social media, like you were saying, as far as people just showing their love for him and their hope that prior to today's findings that, he would be somewhere. My story is just it's the same thing. Like when I met him, it was at a fitness convention, had no idea who he was, but he was just such this big guy, this big personality. But it wasn't one of those things like, I'm this big guy, so you guys should worship me, because that happens sometimes. But it was just such a super, super nice guy and friendly. And, it's just a warm heart. And then I've met him on several different occasions as well. It's one of those things where you just like, this person's just a genuine, like, nice person. And this is, I was completely shocked. But if you hear the story, he sacrificed for his son.
Oh my God, yes.
He told the lifeguards to take his son. He'll be there when they get back. And
he's such a hero, and it just shows that like he put his son and he put his role as a father first above anything, and that's a beautiful thing.
Unfortunately, I never met him, but like we can see like how good he was, because all the good memories that people are sharing, like the way he unfortunately died, like saving his son, it's just like, it's a sad day, unfortunately. And like everyone who can pray for his family, because they will need right now.
It's
definitely.
I mean, the good thing is he was such a great person that there's gonna be way more amazing memories that that you can hold on to. Speaking of somebody who like had folks pass away recently, you know, the chance to have all those amazing memories and to think back and to look back and have those opportunities to interact with this amazing human being, whether, you know, it's his son with his father, or being a husband, or being a wrestler, or whatever. You know, the fact that you can have these great opportunities, great memories, is definitely a legendary thing. So, you know, definitely prayers to his family for coping with this, because coping with death is not easy. But, you know, you think of the positive times, and I think it'll definitely help for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Changing it up a little bit, I saw your website. It's amazing. So all the tips that Chelsea's given you is definitely on the right track. So tell everybody where they can find all your social media, your website, everything, the cooking show, all of that.
Wow. Now I have a YouTube channel too. It's under Taynara Conti. All my social media is gonna be Taynara Conti _. Is that how you say underscore?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, got it. And my big cartel page, Taynara Conti. All my merch is gonna be under Taynara Conti. So easy peasy. Go check it out, guys.
Yeah, the page is very easy. Like, it's very easy for people to buy things, which is a good thing.
Yes.
So
make that easy.
Thanks to Chelsea. Thanks to Chelsea. Thank you, Chelsea.
Shout out to Chelsea for her.
Ooh, shout out.
So any major thing that anybody can be looking out for that you can tell us or hint about, like something's coming out in 2 weeks or a week or a month?
Well, I will not be able to do anything to the next month.
Okay.
So it's almost time. It's like 10 days, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 10 days. 10 days.
I know we have your promos coming up that you said, so we'll look out for those. And
so in 10 days, something big is happening that you're going to let us know first, so then we can put it out to the world.
I don't think it's anything. Well, I don't have anything planned like for the day now. It's just like after next month, I will be okay. I'll be completely free, you know, like I will be like done with WWE 100%. So I'll be able to show more, do more, go into the places, you know, start my schedule and everything. So
sounds
for
good.
now I need to quiet.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for hopping on the show. We really, really appreciate it.
Thank you.
You know, your energy is amazing. I mean, given everything that's happened, everything that's happening now, everything that's happened, your energy is amazing. And, you know, you just keep pushing for sure. So thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you guys. My pleasure. I was,
problem.
you know, a little bit nervous, but because of the English, I was like, what if I don't understand? Oh my God.
Oh,
no, you did great.
Okay.
You did great.
Before we get out of here, Emily, where can they find you?
Yes, so you can find me on all social media platforms at Emily Mae Heller. You can catch AfterBuzz's coverage of NXT tonight at 7, and then Total Bellas on Fridays at 7 as well.
And if you guys are watching us on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're watching us on or listening to us on any podcast, make sure you give us 5 stars or better, because that's all we take, because we are the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Other than that, if you are following us on social media, or if you're not following us on social media, make sure you do so at WPW Weekly on Instagram and on Twitter. As well, follow AfterBuzz TV, because without them, there'd be no us. So, you know, follow all that good stuff. My name is TK Trinidad. You can follow me at everything at TK Trinidad. Thank you again, Ty, for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we'll see you next week.